Hi everyone, so this is my second video blog, and I thought today I would carry on from the last blog, which was I was taught how to think positively by putting a small, something very simple into my brain whenever I caught myself thinking negatively. And it wasn't so much that I was trying to just think positively, because I think that's silly. We need to also embrace our negative thoughts and learn from them as well, not just avoid them. But it was an exercise shown to me to choose something very simple, put it in my brain, and then I would be able to choose whether I wanted to feel into a negative thought or become more positive. Now, 2 years later, after all this happened, I started really finding a space within my mind. It was like all my negative thoughts that I was focusing on so much and taking so much energy started dropping away because I had a choice then. And then because of that space, I ended up having way more energy within my life, and I felt like I could choose more difficult situations because I could easily get out of my headspace of the negativity of anything that might feel a little difficult. So it actually gives you strength. So I started then creating more, and the first thing I did, because I hadn't created for quite a few years, was start writing poetry again, which turned into songs that I recorded, and then as a singer-songwriter had the ability to push that even further. I also started knowing when things were arriving, when things were going to happen. So my premonitions started becoming more stronger. I could have dreams of things that were going to come, or just really good big gut feelings, and all this just due to not filling my mind up with so much negativity. So one of the premonitions that I had was I was coming back from work, and at this stage I decided I was going to take a really big leap in coming to Australia by myself. It was a really hard decision to make because I had to leave my 8-year-old daughter who had a court order against her to stay in Christchurch, but I'd had a dream that she was going to come and live with me in the high school that she was going to be at, and I really started trusting a lot of these premonition dreams. So I took this huge leap into coming to Australia. But as well as that, as I was trying to get some money coming in to pay for all of her pay for all of my daughter's tickets in the holidays to come and see me before I even purchased my own tickets to go to Australia, I was traveling from work to home, and I knew I didn't have enough money, but I was still prepared to take this huge leap of faith. And as I'm traveling back home, I'm thinking in myself, oh my God, I'm excited. Why am I excited? That's really strange, right? There's no reason to be excited, but I'm excited. And I thought, there's a letter for me. There's a letter in the letterbox. I don't know what it is, but there is. And I pulled up next to the letterbox, my mum and dad's house I was living at the time, and I opened up the letterbox, and inside was nothing. So I jumped back into the car, and I said to myself, nah, it's here. Mum's just pulled it out of the letterbox and put it up on the TV or something in my room. So I ran upstairs, and then when I got to my room, here is this awesome letter sitting on my TV box. Didn't know what it was at the time. But I opened it up, and lo and behold, it was $2,000 placed into my account for me to go to Australia. Now, I'm not going to tell you where that $2,000 came from, but just to say that I had no idea it was coming my way, and it was there. these are the sort of things that happen when you have more of a clearer mind. You start to feel into what's the right step to make for yourself and where to go, and not be afraid anymore, that the universe has your back. It's so important as that first step that I got shown, to just exercise your brain and keep going. There is more to it than this. There is also the ability after a while from putting a simple thought in your mind to relieve negative thoughts, that you can then start, once you get used to that, you can start even exercising it further and changing the story, or stilling your mind to a complete standstill. If you can get to that point, which I will explain a bit more about in another video blog, you can start changing your reality. Now that gets exciting. Bye for now.